Okay, I'm back, guys. This time it would be good. Hello again, everyone. This time it's working. So just a little tweak, please. Yeah, okay. So that's good. So let's begin a new game on Enderal. Enderal, like they said. And here we go. So, did the sound is good for you? Because it's very loud for me. So, this is Enderal. The sun is very beautiful right now. Meat is life. I take it. So this is a completely new game. New land, new story, new lore, new everything. Just the gameplay of Skyrim. Just give me a minute. What is that? Welcome again. So this is my daddy. Hello, daddy.
Oh, hey there. I didn't see you coming. So, how did it go? Did you find it?
What is this place, daddy? Where are we?
Where are we? We're at home, silly. Where else would we be? Just Mommy, sister, you and me. Now tell me, how did it go? Did you find it?
But find what? No, I don't find anything.
No? Pity. Maybe you're simply looking in the wrong places. Did you ever think of that? Oh well, who knows? Say, why don't you go inside and see if you can help Mommy with the cooking? The Creator was kind to us today and sent a big fat elk right in front of my bow. Alright?
Yeah, alright. Yes, this is Enderal. That's fucking weird. That scared me every time I just walked through here. Just listen to the story. It's awesome, guys.
My, I totally forgot what a mess I left here. But I was right, wasn't I? A real gem we've got here. Well then, let's waste no more time and get to it, shall we?
Yeah, but what about Mommy and sister?
What? Now would you look at that? I totally forgot about them. They're dead, don't you remember?
Oh.
You murdered them back then, both of them. But hey, no use crying over spilled milk, right? At least this means there's more meat for the two of us. You still
You're
remember
weird,
how
Dad.
to do this, right? First, off with the skin. Slice up the belly, then out with the entrails. I'll look for a
Disgusting.
nice sharp knife in the meantime, to cut off the head. I don't think either of us wants to eat that, do we?
Want the same choice. But I didn't kill them, Dad. It was just the masked man.
Oh, silly, what's this again? We both know that's a lie. You did it. I remember it all. First, you set this horrible fire to your sister's crib. She screamed and screamed, and Mommy heard it, but when she finally got there, nothing was left of her but burnt flesh. And, oh gosh, do we really need to go through this again? You know how sad it makes me when you do this. You killed them, period. No matter how often you tell me you didn't, it changes nothing. You hear me? Nothing. Now please, let's start cooking. I'm so bloody damn hungry.
Same response again.
Oh, by the Creator's name, why telling these lies? Is why? Because the dead don't forget. Do you hear me? The dead don't forget. Now enough of this useless chatter. I'm bloody starving. Bring me the meat, you spoiled brat. Bring it to me. Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat. 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 Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat.
Hello there, John. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream, by the way.
Let's begin with a question. It might sound simple to you at first, but I pray you to think about it. What distinguishes a free man from a slave? For now, however, let us start this story where another one ended 3 years ago, with the death of the Lightborn. For 4,000 years they had reigned as crew that accused them of tyranny, the loudest being that of Naranzul Aranthiel. And he succeeded in achieving what was once thought impossible. He gathered an army, overturned the Lightborn, and gave back freedom to mankind. However, the price for this was high, because where there are gaps of power, fights erupt. As such, this world grew into what it is today. Shattered, riven, and broken into pieces. But all of this was merely a diversion, so that no one would notice something else. The death of the Lightborn had set something into motion, clockwork. Having long stood still, its gears now once again slowly began to turn. This is the story of someone who wanted to be free.
Okay, so there will be a lot of cinematics down here, so I won't speaking so much to let you know the story and all things.
Hey, quiet, damn it! You wanna wake up the entire ship or what? Well, sorry. That was a bit harsh. I'm just nervous, that's all. It was that dream again, wasn't it?
Yeah. Same dream, always and always.
Uh-huh. Seriously, if we had a penny for every night since we met where you woke up screaming, we'd probably be traveling to Enderal in our own starship and... well, not like this. Some things never change, I guess.
Yeah, you're right.
Ask yourself if maybe you blame yourself for all of this. For what happened to your family, I mean.
I don't know, maybe. But even if I do, what difference does it make?
None. You're right. But... who knows? Maybe everything is going to be different now. It's strange, isn't it? The way life sometimes goes. Now, if you had told me that a few weeks ago, I would have at the very least called you insane. But if the stories are true, there's no better place for a fresh start. Can you believe it? Apparently there aren't even any slaves on Enderal. It's amazing. Only this whole blind passenger thing is making my head ache.
Me too, but we are going to pay our debt as soon as we earn some money.
We're talking about 500 pennies here. Even if we're able to find a job over there, we will still need the money for ourselves. Don't fool yourself. What we're doing here is theft. Unfortunately. But anyway, what's done is done. I just hope the Endralians are easier on Outlander than the Remies are. Your mother was a fugitive as well, wasn't she? Where exactly did she come from? You've told me 100 times, but I just keep on forgetting it.
And so here comes the creation character. So we have 4 races. The half Aeterna. It's like elves in Skyrim who had a magic contribution. The half Arazilian, I don't know how to pronounce it. Like Nords, it's yeah, the brutes with force and strength. The half Killian is like just a basic human, I guess, and the half Kinarian, the red guard thing. So I think I go with a Brazilian. What kind of preset do we have here? Not so much. The eyes, where's... Oh, these are good eyes. Half blind. Like that. Yeah. The brows. Like this is good. the air. It's like Apache Sky here, I think. I like this one. Yeah, it's good. Okay. So, the name, of course, Astien. And here we go.
Araziel. Right, how could I have forgotten? She was one of the few free people who ever set foot on a ship. Anyway. Whew, I'm gonna hit the hay for an hour or so. It's your turn to stand.
But the voice acting is very, very amazing.
Shit.
Way better than
coming.
Skyrim.
Okay.
Yeah, a little, John.
Oh shit. I don't leave us any choice. We need to do something quick.
But for me, I have black
I'll take
hair,
the young one.
not
Go.
blonde like I did. Okay, first combat.
Hook to the face. Come on, dodge.
Take that, motherfucker. Whoa!
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. That wasn't part of the plan. Not at all. What in blazes are we going to do now?
Let's tie them up and gag them. When we arrive, we'll sneak out.
Yes, yes, of course. That makes sense. One of them said it's not much longer until we arrive. With a little luck, no one will notice they're gone until then. Come on.
Let's hope.
Help me search. There must be a rope or something. I thought we were over the hump when we made it on board.
Yeah. And don't forget to share the stream if you like it, and to share to your friends to discover Enderal. Whoa.
The probabilities have turned against you.
What the? Who are you?
You are confused by my sudden appearance, but my identity is irrelevant. As are you, dear Sirius, unfortunately.
What? Oh shit, please don't tell anyone we're down here, please. We didn't mean any harm. These guys were just...
You ask that I not reveal you, for your intentions were not evil, and I believe you. But sadly, it's not compassion that rules my deeds. The first beat of a wing must happen. It is the only way the probabilities will fall into place. This is the way it has to be. The way it has been for eons. I am sorry.
Oh.
What the? Oh no! No! What are you doing? Please! Just don't leave! We just wanted to...
Ouch. That's hurt. Ça fait planter le jeu, Gildart. C'est pour ça que le jeu n'arrivait pas à aller plus loin.
And lived on our stocks. Then when Rick and Sebald found you, you gave them a beating. And all of a sudden, a veiled woman appeared and knocked you out with wild magic. Is that about it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Please, my dame, we didn't have a choice. You've got to believe us. The war, we just wanted a second chance, that's all.
A second chance. Yes, I think I understand you. You wanted to start a new life in a new land. And as my ship is one of the only ships still sailing the route since the wars, you were simply forced to board without paying.
Yes, we could work for you. You know, we could scrub the deck, peel potatoes.
C'est le moment d'apprendre l'anglais, Gilda.
Anything to pay off our debt. And as soon as we've arrived.
Heartbreaking. How truly, truly heartbreaking. But let's be honest. You did have a choice. You could have signed on like all the others did, but you didn't. Instead, you've nested on my ship like flesh maggots, enjoying the good life while my crew actually had to earn their keep. And now you're feeding me this bullshit about veiled women and wild magic? How stupid do you think I am? I know your kind.
But that's
You
true.
are cutthroats, filchers. At least have the guts to admit it.
What? No. You're wrong. Please, just let me explain. I
don't give a shit for your explanations. If there's one thing I hate more than cowards, it's people trying to pluck my heartstrings. You two are scum. And there's only one kind of punishment for scum on my ship. Pull him up, Ruger.
But Captain, they...
Do it.
Of course, Captain. I'm sorry, lad. You should have stayed in there and...
Oh, it's gonna be killed.
But... You can't do this.
Oh, believe me, I can.
No. I...
Oh, well, look at that. Someone's woken up. Rise and shine. Tie him and his friend together and feed them to the fish. Good luck in your new life, friend.
Kill Harlot, yeah. Ouch! And the cinematic again.
Tell me, what is time to the dead? Dreaming anyway.
So many people just talk, and
How
never
does it feel to be powerless?
This is about your damn pride, Tina.
I know I'm not real. At least not according to your definition.
I know damn well I'm dead.
It's just... There was nothing I could do.
This isn't happening. But then again, this just isn't happening. What is reality anyway?
Selfish fool!
Oh, my ear is bleeding. That's so loud. And here we are in the talent tree of Enderal. This is not like Skyrim. You don't have the tree. Salut Führer, bienvenue Loulou, ça fait plaisir. Ça va et toi? And you have the poisoning and alchemy thing on the middle, and the bow on the right. And here the magic. I didn't use the magic, so I don't know exactly, but you have destruction magic on the left, illusion, and but it's magic anyway. So I will choose the warrior pass. This memory unlocks all warrior discipline for you. It also reduces the weight of heavy armor by 10% and grants you the talent rage, which raises your weapon damage for a short time. So you have many tiers to unlock. And here we go. Vous voyez, je fais un live en anglais, parce que j'ai des anglais aussi qui viennent là, c'est pour ça. Mais ça fait plaisir de te voir, Fura. And so, this is Enderal, finally. So this is the hero menu, because the game is not working as Skyrim does. So the leveling system is it's really not the same as Skyrim. You gain experience by doing quests and killing enemies, stuff like that. A knife. So this is the ruins. Just like in the vision, yeah. Ok, c'est bizarre. Non mais oh. So we need to go in the temple. Okay. Oh. Fog sponge. Need to heat that for alchemy. Hop, 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 hop. And the Archon Fever. Still here, yeah. Are you enjoying the story? and a bow. To rest in Enderal, you need a sleeping place. Like that. Just 1 hour. Automatic saving, yeah. Yeah, the music is very, very impressive. And this is the machine we saw in our dream. You found an ice claw. Ice claw listed in your inventory and are consumables. Permanently raise your carry weight by 1 point when eaten. Yeah, I remember that. Ice claw. And you're dead. Haha. Bread, coin, a knife, an apple, shoes. Yeah, I can equip shoes. That's the best thing I ever had. A shoe. I forgot a chest. Just a minute. Here is the chest. Blueprints, yeah. In Enderal you need a blueprint to craft armor and weapon. That's a good system and I like it. I like a lot. That's because you have to know how to craft before crafting something. And here it goes. And they're all the real and they're all. Oh, fireflies! Woohoo! So I need to find pumpkins and mana fungi. Pumpkin. Here. Here. Ah. Should have left one pumpkin. Where is it? Yeah. Here. And level up. So you have to choose like Skyrim the points. I think I'm going for health right now. The things heal me. Scrap metal of an ancient nation. It's like the Dwemer thing. Ancient crystal coin. A new spell. I have to equip right now. The fire spell. Ha. Use trucks to your advantage. Okay. Equip the bow. And boom! You are dead. Haha. Yes, an armor. Another bow. I think we have a chest right down here. Arrows. Skeleton empty. Old chest, yeah, right. Boom. Staff of flames. A new armor. That's better. That's a good looking armor. Here we have the magical symbol. A sword. Ooh. This is beautiful. And I have installed an ENB, but it's a little bit dark for the stream. Let me show you. Here we have the ENB. Hard fights require tactics. Press M2 while blocking to execute a bashing attacks. Yeah, I already know that because I know how to play Skyrim anyway. Whoa. Shit. He's dead. Or is the last one? I don't have any mana. A dagger, a hood. Let's equip the hood right now. Oh, that's good. And here we are, the suspicious soil mound. Empress book Light Magic. It's the restoration one. Stone Mill, you know it. Potion. Petty Soul Gem. And the skull will be rest here forever. Chain boots. Oh. Enemy. A mud crab. Where's the other one? Here. The combat in Enderal is much harder than Skyrim because the AI is very intelligent compared to vanilla. So we have to be more careful about what we are doing in combat. Here we go. The pigeon. And that's it. So we are gonna explore a little bit. This is beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Oh, skeleton here. Oops, no? Just one, okay. Another ice claw. And I remember there is, yeah, here. Alchemy, lockpicking, coin and a flute. We take the flute. So, I'm gonna continue. We have a little cinematics here. Let's enjoy this. Oh, a chest.
I know that accent. Nerim, isn't it?
There we go. Everything's locked up. At least for the night we should.
Wait a second. Who's that?
Just an adventurer on his way. No reason to worry.
No reason to worry? For heck's sake, Finn. How do you know that this guy isn't with the bandits? You said you'd call me if anyone showed up. And now you're standing here, having a chat with him as if this were the bathing house of Ark.
Lo and behold, we are still alive. Now, anything else, Carbos?
I've got my eye on you. Touch any of our stuff, and you'll regret it. Unbelievable.
May I present Carbos, as he lives and breathes. Sorry about that just now. That's just how he is. In any case, if you don't need any more help, I'd suggest you move on. Follow the way east behind the dam house. It'll lead you to a village called Riverville. Ah, here, take this. Truth be told, you don't look so healthy. Your eyes... well, whatever.
Dialogue here. From the next.
Well, what can I tell you? This is the Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. A pretty peaceful area, except for all the animals and bandits that have recently started going crazy. And, well, that's pretty much it. I think you should ask the people in Riverville if you want to know more. They certainly have some stories to tell. To an adventurer? If you ask me, What you need before you adventure anywhere is some good old-fashioned shut-eye. But yes, there are some places. The Three River Watch, for example, right there below the stone arch. It was once an old trading post, but now it's full of shady characters. Ah, and there's also a big Pyrian ruin south of it.
You said you were apothecaries by my path. What do you mean by my path?
By the Black Guardian. You really are an outlander, aren't you? My path is... well, it's just me path. My role designated to me by Malthus. A kind of calling, if you will.
A role designated by Malthus? You mean the gods assign your professions to you?
Not exactly. Malthus designates our place in society. Generally the same one our fathers and forefathers occupied. I walk the path of the erudites. And there's also the manufacturers, the sublimes, and, of course, the pathless. Within these roles, we are free to choose a profession, but certain vocations that are available to an erudite are not permitted to a manufacturer, which is one path below. However, below does not mean that it is in any way inferior. Everyone on Enderal does what they do best. And who would know better than the gods what exactly that is?
In Nemrin, there's a rumor that the gods are dead.
And over here, there's a rumor that the Golden Queen has a weakness for men in gowns. Seriously, be careful with that kind of gossip. I know you don't mean any harm.
Hello, Eteria, welcome to the stream.
Consider it heresy.
How are you doing? Just an idea, yourself?
Maybe. But if I look at other countries, even within the civilized world, it's hard to find a people as peaceful as ours.
True, true. So, that's it for now. Thank you for your help.
Don't mention it. I wish you a quick recovery and safe roads. Walk blessed.
You too.
Carbos, do we need the still tomorrow? Or can I clean all the tools?
Places, Finn, I'm playing. Don't bother me.
Oh, he's playing some loot.
No.
Wow. Oh, mais ça va très très bien. Petit stream sympathique sur Enderal.
By the righteous path. What happened to you? You look as if you've met the Black Guardian himself.
Maybe I did. Yes, I suddenly have this kind of fever. Do you have any idea what it could be?
Fever? Well, there could be many causes. Wait a moment. I think I still have some grunt root. That should be enough to ease your pain, at least for now. Take a seat at the fire. The warmth might help you.
Thank you.
Oh, so now we're brewing potions for complete strangers.
Well, if the strangers are about to die of fever, then yes. There was that oath we swore once, remember? To help the afflicted, to...
Whatever.
Thank you. Gruntrudes, Gruntrudes. Ah, here we go.
Mon vieux accent anglais. Tu l'aimes mon vieux accent anglais, hein?
So, let's see. Sheer cup, some water. Ha! Done. I can't make any promises, but...
Finn! The still!
Do something, damn it! Do something! Oh, sod it!
Do I really have to watch every step you take? That was a fucking close call.
Hey, I'm sorry, alright. We'll pick up a new one in Ark.
Yeah.
This day isn't getting any better. Here, drink this. It'll help you. See, you already look a lot better. Still, you should let a priest take a look at that fever as soon as possible. The grunt root potion will wane in a few days.
Thank you, but what in blazes just happened there?
What? You mean the still? Bad quality and too much heat, I'd wager. But, whatever will be, will be.
But the explosion, the voices, they were yours.
Explosion? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Finn Dalaris died in 8234. Cause of death, exploding still.
Ha ha. Look, I really don't know what you're talking about. Maybe...
Wait a second. What was that?
What was what?
I could have sworn I saw something moving over there. Oh shit!
What the? Carbos!
They've hit me, Finn. Those bastards. They've hit me.
Carbos, do something, damn it! Do...
Oops. And by the way, don't forget to like the stream, everybody.
Our mysterious survivor has awoken.
Ah, Jesper. The old Jesper. What? Where am I? Who are you?
Jaspar Matumiel Delveric. Jaspar for short. And you, my friend, are in my very own campsite. And before you ask, yes, the bandits killed both of the apothecary. The only reason you're still alive is that the impact of the explosion threw you right into a thicket. Luckily enough, most of your injuries are only superficial, and I've already taken care of them. Your fever, though, is an entirely different story.
My fever, do you know anything about it?
Yep, quite a lot, actually. You're suffering from first-degree Arcanist's fever. I'm quite surprised that the old apothecarius didn't see that, to be honest. You're suddenly capable of doing things you previously knew only from the bard songs, right? And you're feeling unusually strong and dizzy at the same time? While drinking herbal potions leaves a, well, kind of a bitter feeling in your head?
It does, yes. Then this Arcanist fever is responsible for these things I can suddenly do, the magic and all things.
Yep, your magical talent has broken free inside you. I don't have any myself, but I've worked together with enough Arcanists to know the signs. Simply put, what's happening is that your body can't cope with the magic. This isn't much of a problem at first, but if you don't do anything about it within the next couple of months, you'll find yourself running through the heartland naked, throwing fireballs at everything that moves. You'll lose your mind, to speak plain and all.
But the fever can be treated, right?
Yes, of course. Though someone who's magically gifted will always react differently to certain situations than someone who isn't. As I said, some herbs will always worsen your fever, as will magically contaminated areas.
So this fever gets worse whenever I, drink potions?
Among other things, yes. Just as being magically gifted can make a person powerful, it can also make them sensitive and prone to certain conditions. Just don't overdo it sleeping in ruins or in the wilderness. Instead, set up a camp somewhere. Plus, as you've already said yourself, don't overdo it with potions.
And what happens if I do these things? How does the fever affect me exactly?
Well, that depends on how bad it gets. At first, you'll suffer these diffuse headaches from time to time. Then your sight will permanently blur. And then you'll suffer a case of acute death, so to speak.
The fever can kill me?
Yep. Everything has its price, as the wise hermit likes to say.
And how can I treat it with this grunt root extract?
What? No. That won't help you in the long run. What you need is ambrosia, a special mixture of herbs that can remedy the fever without any side effects. Every good alchemist has that in stock, but it'll cost you.
And what about these visions?
Visions?
Well, that's what I call them. I have this kind of premonition of things which are about to happen. Are there also side effects of the fever?
No. Well, none that I know of. The only visions I ever had were those that come along with a good pipe of peaceweed. You know what? Someone has to take care of your fever. And as it happens, I know someone who could. But in return, I want you to tell me everything. How did you get here? And what did you do in that temple? And what exactly did you see in those visions? I can't put my finger on it, but there's something strange about you. And that makes me curious. So, healing for information. What do you say?
Eating for information. It's a deal.
Then shoot. I'm eager to listen. I understand. My condolences for your loss. So that means you somehow survived this execution. And before you got washed ashore, you had this, this dream? In which you saw burnt bodies and a blinding light.
Yeah, but it wasn't just a dream, it was more like a memory. The temple I saw in it was exactly the same as the one in the valley. Do you know what I mean?
I hope so. So your magical outburst didn't happen slowly as it usually does, but all of a sudden after this near-death experience. And with it came these visions.
Correct.
Interesting. I guess you know how absurd all this must sound, but somehow I believe you. Heck knows why, but I do. So, that means I'll introduce you to my employer. If anyone can help you, it's him. There is, however, one thing with which I could use a hand. The sooner we get that done, the sooner we can start our journey to Ark.
What exactly is Ark?
Ark? The capital of this country? Walls high as towers of iron-hard stone, rest alone in the mountains in granite enthroned, never decaying, the ages surveying, guarded by the Lord, and blah 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 blah, and so on and so forth. If you plan on staying in this land, sooner or later you'll see it with your own eyes.
Okay then, I'll help you. The faster I get rid of the fever, the better.
Splendid. There are some things that need some explanation before we can get started, however. Where should I start? I take it you've noticed that in the past 2.5 years, this world has fallen into political chaos, right? Wars, usurpers everywhere, you name it. And even though Enderal isn't directly affected by these wars going on everywhere, there are strange things happening here too. Take the Woods-Ears, for example. There have been an unusual number of reports of wanderers being attacked by them in the open, which has never happened before. And the same goes for the Lost Ones, the living dead. Until 2 years ago, they were a rather rare magical phenomenon. But now every other corpse not properly cremated starts walking again as if it were the most natural thing to do. The strangest thing, however, is what they call the Red Madness.
The Red Madness?
Yeah. It's some kind of mental illness that makes people lose their minds. Just a couple of weeks ago, for instance, there was a smith in Ark who slaughtered his entire family. He was drunk, but that doesn't explain why he screamed things like, "Fear the light," while he was doing it. Or a young noblewoman who killed herself by setting her family estate on fire for no apparent reason. Now, you might say that these kinds of things happen, but by now there have been more than a dozen of them. That and the fact that the possessed's eyes glow red shortly before and during their deed has made people call it the Red Madness. And just 3 days ago it happened again. Only this time it was a magister from within the Holy Order itself.
Magister?
Right, you're not from here. A magister is a kind of sage from the Holy Order who teaches the young novices who are aspiring to become keepers or arcanists. Yarrow was his name, a man who had more than 60 winners on his back.
What did he do?
He killed 15 novices and himself. According to the only eyewitness to survive, he entered the teaching room as usual to give a lecture on alchemy. But instead, he gave a strange speech in which he explained that humanity is corrupt, void, as he put it. And his eyes started glowing, he locked the door, and, well, he tore himself apart with a magical explosion. You can imagine the kind of uproar that caused.
So, what's your role in all this? You said you work for the Order, but I take it you're no monk?
Well, I'm not exactly one for vows and austerity, so no, I'm no keeper. I guess you could say my specialty is recovering things that have been lost. Treasures, tomes, memories, and the like. And the Order hired me to do exactly that. They want to know how a highly intelligent man like Yarrow could fall victim to the Red Madness. And also if there's a discernible pattern to how this malady, or whatever it is, chooses its victims.
In other words, you're searching for his motives. How could I help you with that? I don't know anything about this Yarrow.
True, but that's irrelevant. Yarrow grew up in a small village named Riverville, which isn't far from here. And according to some of the other wardens, he visited this area quite often after his partner's death. So it's quite possible we could find some clues around here. Shards of his past, if you like. I've already searched most of the area, but a second pair of eyes wouldn't hurt. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan. Where should I start?
Well, for starters, I need you to travel to Riverville and talk to an old man named Alfred. He was a childhood friend of Yarrow's, and he might be able to tell us something worthwhile. Secondly, a boy from the village told me that he saw Yarrow throw something into the water near a cliff to the east. Go there and see if you can find whatever it was he wanted to get rid of. I myself will have a look at the house Yarrow grew up in. Here, this is a map of the region. The blue dot over here is Yarrow's old house. And at the risk of sounding heartless, you should head back to the apothecary's camp. Maybe the bandits left behind some equipment. If there's nothing else, I'd say off we go. Let's shed some light on this Yarrow and his motivations. Meet me at his old house when you're ready. I'll be waiting there.
Okay. If a quest objective is marked by one or more stars, they indicate the difficulty of said quest, and at the same time the level you should have for the quest. So very easy, easy, medium, hard. Okay. Okay. The Butcher of Ark, Volume 1. Follow the Fire. This is the lore books we have to find in the game. And even a quest. So I will head back to the apothecary camp, and after that I think I'll quit for now. There is a bandit. Ouch.
Piece of shit. You'll pay for that.
For what? You are dead, motherfucker. Iron Gauntlet. Oh, right. So Finn is really dead. Carbos is dead too. Life absorption, we already have that. The meat. Spare parts. This used to create to craft things. The spare parts is the ingredients. Let's go to this house. Leather strips, iron ore. Spare parts again. Nail. Iron dagger, a chest with pennies, yeah. I remember there is spiders here. Spiders, I hate spiders. Iron axe, iron boots. Oh, which one is the best chain? Oh, iron, of course. Whoa. Don't scare me like that. And here we go. Loop oil, spare parts, torch, potions, and the magical symbol again. Okay, so I think I will stop right there. Just save. Oui, on va revoir la mine Minobook, ouais. Un petit moment. So, thank you everyone for coming by to the stream. I really appreciate that. And there will be more tomorrow, I think. With more gameplay. And more history of Enderal. Thank you, Bear, for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. So, thank you again, everyone, and see ya tomorrow for another Enderal streaming. Bye bye.